7 quiet psychology signs someone feels deeply attracted to you. Listen carefully, because the next few minutes might completely change the way you notice attraction. Most people think attraction announces itself with obvious flirting, big compliments, or direct confessions, but real attraction rarely begins that way. It usually appears in moments so small, most people never notice them. You replay conversations wondering, was there something there? Sometimes the answer is yes, not because the signs were obvious, but because they were quiet. Psychology shows that genuine attraction often reveals itself through patterns of behavior rather than a single dramatic moment. Today, you'll learn 7 of those patterns, and by the end of this video, you may never look at human behavior the same way again. Sign 1. They find reasons to stay near you. Attraction usually begins with proximity. When someone enjoys your presence, their brain naturally searches for opportunities to experience it more often. They don't always realize they're doing it. Maybe they choose the seat beside you. Maybe they linger after everyone else has left. Maybe conversations somehow keep lasting longer than necessary. These moments rarely feel planned, but together they create a pattern. The human brain associates closeness with safety, and when someone feels emotionally safe around you, distance becomes less appealing. Most people assume this is a coincidence. Often, it isn't. Sign 2. Their attention changes when you speak. Watch their eyes, not simply whether they look at you, but how they do it. Psychologists often describe attention as one of the strongest indicators of interest. When you're speaking, they aren't scanning the room, they're focused. Their expressions react naturally. They remember small details, even brief stories that other people would forget. This isn't just politeness, it's investment. Attention is one of the most valuable things we can give another person, and attraction often begins there. Sign 3. They mirror your behavior. Without thinking, people often copy those they feel connected to. You lean forward, a few moments later, they do too. You smile, their smile appears almost automatically. You slow your voice, theirs becomes calmer as well. This is called behavioral mirroring. It's largely unconscious. The brain naturally imitates people it feels comfortable with. Most people never notice it, but once you do, you'll begin seeing it everywhere. Sign 4. They remember the small things. Anyone can remember your name, but attraction often remembers details. Your favorite coffee, a story you mentioned weeks ago, the movie you said you wanted to watch, the song you couldn't stop talking about. Memory follows emotion. Our brains naturally store information connected to people who matter to us. The detail itself isn't important. The effort behind remembering it is. Because remembering says, you stayed in my mind after you left. Sign 5. They create opportunities for one-on-one conversation. Group conversations are easy. Private conversations require intention. Someone who feels drawn toward you often looks for moments where distractions disappear. Maybe they suggest taking a walk. Maybe they stay behind after everyone has left. Maybe they continue talking even after the original conversation has ended. They're creating a quieter environment, not because they need silence, but because connection grows there. Without interruptions, people reveal themselves more, and attraction often seeks exactly that. Sign 6. Their body language softens. The body often speaks before words do. Shoulders relax, smiles become effortless, movements slow down. There's less tension, more openness. Researchers have long found that people tend to display more open body language around those they like and trust. It's subtle, almost invisible, but your brain notices it even when your conscious mind doesn't. Comfort is one of attraction's quietest signals. Sign 8. They keep coming back. This may be the strongest sign of all. Not one conversation, not one compliment, not one smile. Consistency. They text again, they start another conversation, they look for another reason to see you. Because attraction isn't usually proven by intensity, it's proven by repetition. People naturally invest time where they feel emotionally rewarded. If someone repeatedly chooses your company, that choice often says more than words ever could. Final thought. Here's what many people misunderstand. None of these signs guarantee attraction on their own. Anyone can make eye contact, anyone can smile, anyone can remember a detail. But when several of these behaviors appear together, repeatedly across different situations, they may reflect genuine interest. The biggest mistake isn't missing one signal, it's ignoring the overall pattern. Human behavior rarely speaks in single moments, it speaks through consistency. So the next time you wonder whether someone enjoys being around you, don't search for one dramatic clue. Pay attention to the quiet patterns, because attraction rarely announces itself loudly.